The question I have for you guys is, what is one last piece of advice you want to put on this crowd? Something that you want to make sure the young people, the older people, the middle people, something that you want these people to leave here with. It doesn't have to be about jail. It doesn't have to be about going to prison, incarceration, the justice system, but it could be something about life. It could be something that you experienced. But one thing that you live by, one mantra that you live by, that they can take with them to help them in their lives.
Great question, great question. For me, every day it's the mindset of it's success over failure. Every day I have to wake up and I tell myself, and this is for, like I said, each and everyone out there, success over failure, the mindset, because you're gonna be challenged in life in certain areas. Like even I'm looking at the young kid with the Michael Jordan sign. You may walk to the Turkey Hill and some young kids start trouble with you. But if you wake up every day saying success over failure. So when they go to start trouble with you, you say, I'd rather go to the NBA than the DOC. Success over failure mindset. To the person, I see my good friend Mr. Muldrow at the gym every day, working hard, success over failure for his reasons for health. So, whatever it is in life that you're going through, just always when life may challenge you, you think success over failure and you'll make better decisions.
If I may, firstly, I would just like to say to Judge Moore, thank you for having that change of heart. I heard a lot of stories about you in the past, and I spoke to you earlier. You don't got a duck, brother. As I spoke to you earlier, my brother Montez Parker had a mixer some time ago, and I was on a journey of obtaining my license. Part of my incarceration, I was one of those guys that used to ride dirty a lot. From driving under suspension to accidents involving death and vehicle homicide. So I asked you a question. I said, what's the procedure to get my license back? My license was suspended for 27 years. And you was in a scurry, you really didn't have the answer. I said, oh man, this guy just like how they said he was. But unbeknownst to me, and by divine alignment, last year sometime, I needed one signature to get my license back, right? And just so happened that signature came out of your office. So I just want to publicly thank you for allowing me. I just want to publicly thank you for me being a reward of that mindset change. Yeah. Or whatever. But if I could say anything to our youth or anybody, be weird. Be a weirdo. I'm the biggest weirdo. I'm the biggest cool weirdo in the world. There's not another like me. I look in the mirror and I smile at myself because there was a period in my life where I wanted to be like everybody else. I truly believe that we're all chosen. We all have a mission. And that mission isn't supposed to look like anyone else. So as you young folks, as you see your friends doing the common thing and everybody doing it, make sure you're that person who decides to go the other direction, because guess what? Some of our friends, they're the individuals, right? Some of them don't get caught, but then you'll get caught and you was like, man, I wish I would listen to some of my role models or mentors or whatever happened. And speaking of mentors, it's a very big thing. I could probably look in the audience and see 10 people, and just on this stage alone, I see 5 people that already mentored me already, amongst the new individuals. But always remember, man, as long as you work to better you every day, you work up to kick your own self in the butt, nobody else will. That's my heart.
Speak, sir.
My message is specifically for the youth that is here. No disrespect to nobody else, but the kids. I'm one of the individuals that believe that the kids, the children, are our future. Because as we get older, they're going to be the ones that's, creating and calling shots for the atmosphere and environments for us as we continue to age out. So for the youth, I just want to tell you guys, you have to realize your worth. You are like the smartest generation that ever walked the face of this planet right now. You have access to become instant millionaires. Because I know most of you young kids, y'all want to be millionaires, which is It's going to take a little responsibility on your part. One, you have to respect your parents or who's ever raising you, grandma, grandpa, your elders. Two, you have to take responsibility when you are making bad decisions for yourself. You can't blame anybody. You have to look at yourself and see yourself 5 years from now, 2 years from now, 10 years from now, where you want to be. And then you have to ask God. You have to go to God and ask God to allow you to be the person that you want to be. And then you have to believe it and go get it. You are the future. I need y'all to understand me. You can be whatever it is that you want to be in life. You put your mind to it and do the work. Don't look at nobody else's plate of food, your friend's food, the kid, whatever. Look at what you want to do, and you invest in that. You study that. You got the world in your hands. One of the reasons why Soldiers for Recovery has started is a guy out of Philadelphia. His name's Wallow. One of them videos, one day, because I was following him, and something inside of me wanted to tell my story to help change the world. But he shot this in particular video, and I watched it. He said, y'all want to know? Y'all know he's kind of like hype and crazy, but he's a good guy. He says this, y'all want to know how I changed the world? Y'all want to know the change, how this and that? So he's going crazy, and I'm like, all right, come on, let it out. He said, you see this phone right here? This is how I changed the world. This is how I got where I got. And each one of you guys, each one of your kids in there, I know you have a phone. The world is in your hands. Anything that you want to become, anything you want to learn, anything you want to be is right here in this phone. You are the future. Be what you want to be. Study what you want to study. It's your responsibility to get there. But us as adults will help you if you ask us, and you have to speak up. Be right there.
Everybody say, give God a try.
Give God a try.
That will be my #1 message for you. December 12, 2001, I sat in the hole of Loretto, FCI Loretto, under investigation, about to be transferred to a higher level security. First phone call in 30 days, and I called my daughter, who was preparing for a Christmas recital, and she sang to me over the phone. She sang Joy to the World. For 15 minutes of our call, I couldn't remember no other numbers. That's the only reason why I called. I was still in my sickness, but while she sang to me over and over again, I'm coaching her. I'm being a dad coach. You sound like Whitney Houston. Go ahead, girl, slow down a little bit. It's too fast. And she sang, and when we hung up, I realized that I just heard the song Joy to the World, and I had no joy at all. On that night, I gave my life to Christ. I fell to the floor, and I had heard the Romans Road, the prayer of salvation so many times from the chaplain and all. I knew it without any help. But that's when my life changed. I gave God a try. And I need y'all to understand that when that happened, I was on fire for God. The same way I went hard on the streets, I started going hard for God. Win souls, make disciples, that's my mantra. It's been my mantra ever since. So I tell people, 4 years before they let me out, God had already set me free. But there are people who disagree. They would be like, oh, you one of them. And I'm here to tell y'all, be one of them. Be one of them. No matter what. Russ said, be weird, be different, be whatever you want to call it, be one of them. Yesterday was Good Friday. Tomorrow we're going to celebrate Resurrection Sunday. When Jesus was on the cross, he said, forgive them. You are one of them. That's it.
All things are working for the good. And that's what like when it's all said and done, y'all know I am who I am. We're talking about that joy, like black boy joy through it all. And when people didn't understand and it was calling me weird, right? And here we are now, and it was the beauty of it. If I could tell, you know, whether it be my big homies, old heads, the sister queens, mama's boy, the young people, I say this to my queen and my children. The best thing that happened to me as I continue to learn to be a life learner was the uprising of 2020. Because I began to get so frustrated and understanding the inequities of structural racism that occurs not only here but nationally. There was levels that I literally started journaling. It was the best thing that happened to me. I started understanding, and even with the concept, with the little juvie time that I went to, like I became a respecter of Father Time and Mother Nature. I started gardening in my backyard. I started writing. And I began to read myself and understanding the triggers that I had because of society and everything that was going on. The best thing that happened to me. I found my joy again, even even in the midst of a pandemic. Even when we were forced to isolate and I was being triggered because of isolation. Read yourself to know thyself. Understand who you are. Trust me, the world will become better.
Ooh, I'm gonna do this in 60 seconds, watch. Watch. All my babies in here that are still in school, under 18, come up here. Come up here, come up here. I need you up here real quick, hurry up. All my babies, hurry up. I got 60 seconds. Get on the stage, come on. You gotta climb around, all right. So listen to me. Come on. Hurry up, I need everybody. We have like 20 seconds. There you go, stand in front of me. They don't need to see me, they just need to hear my voice and they need to see you. So my message to my adults is, seeing is believing, right? So our children, these youth right here, they gotta see it to believe it. You gotta put down the drugs. You gotta stop selling the drugs. You gotta stop cursing at them. You gotta stop doing all of what you're doing so that they can believe and they can see. Now, don't clap yet. So what I want them to do is, I want them to see right now, and I want them to feel what more graduations and less funerals is. So what you're going to do is you're going to stand up and give them a round of applause for graduating, because they're all going to graduate. So everybody
kids you see up here are my advantage babies. Great job, guys. Now be safe, go back to your seat. That was 60 seconds, sis. 60 seconds, yeah, you great job.
I have one message to the youth. Basically, just be different because jail saved my life.
What I would have to say is this: forgive those that have hurt you so you can live. Don't matter what they feel. Forgive those that have hurt you and ask for forgiveness. Whether they, not here, they still mad with you, ask them for forgiveness. And love them that love you. Because don't nobody have to love you. A lot of people miss that point. And listen to, like Big Brother said, listen to those who have more wisdom than you. One of the best things I did was when I got married to my wife. Good God Almighty. And this is real, this is real. She had more man-to-man conversations with me than most men. Because after doing all that time, I didn't know what a relationship with a woman would be. 26 years in prison. I got locked up at 23, come home at 50. How would I know how to treat a woman? So she groomed a lot of me that I am now. And I'm not fearful to say that. I'm blessed. So love them that dare to love you. Because she told me one thing and I'm out. She said, Slim, I'm built for this.
But I want to tell my youngest that you set the trend, don't let the trend set you. Yes, trend that's going on, even with the trap music that's going on, right? With the drill music that's going on. They're allowing the trend to set them. And our kids are piling up the graveyards. And so I want you to look and take a deep look at yourself and find out how you can become the trend maker, the trendsetter. Don't follow everybody else, because God has made you unique. As the brother said, like, find a relationship with God. If it's hard to talk to your parents, learn how to pray at a very young age. Get that conversation out. Write your dreams and goals. You can be whatever you want to be. And the biggest fight that you ever going to have in your life is yourself. So learn how to look in the mirror. Don't just fight with your parents, fight with your friends in school,